Hi, what's up guys? It's Jono here from jono-armstrong.com. Feel free to connect with me on Facebook here. We can chat about anything you want, or if you got any problems or anything, let me know and I'll try and help you out. My Facebook page is facebook.com/JonoArmstrong1980. You can also get in touch with me via my blog here at jono-armstrong.com. Okay, so today we're going to be looking at making a professional sales page. And when I mean professional sales page, I mean a freaking professional sales page. Okay, now these kind of sales pages cost upwards of $1,500. But I'm going to show you in this video how you can make it absolutely free. And what we're going to be doing is finding a sales page that is already converting, is a high converting sales page. And we're basically going to be cloning it, but putting our own words and our own images and everything in there. So we're not going to be completely ripping it off, but as far as the graphics and the layout and everything is concerned, and the kind of theme and the way that the wording's laid out and all of that kind of stuff, we're just going to be mimicking it, but we're going to be putting it in our own words. So what I'm talking about is a sales page like this. Okay. You'll have to excuse the racket. The dog kind of kicks off now and again. So this is the kind of sales page that I'm talking about, and this was a product that was called Refueler. This launched a couple of months ago. It was by a guy called Trevor Carr. He launched it with this guy who's called Winston. And anyway, I really like the look of this sales page, and it just looks really, really slick. And I like the color schemes and everything about it. I really liked it. So I decided I was going to go ahead and learn how I could clone this and put my own spin on it. So it ended up looking like this. As you can see, the background is pretty much the same. The way that the words are bolded and stuff like that and laid out, pretty much exactly the same. But most of the images, I changed it, and I put my own images in there, and I put my own wording in there as well. But everything else was pretty much cloned. So I'm going to show you how to do this today. Right, so the first thing you need to do, the very, very first thing you need to do is go and find a sales page that converts highly. Okay, and the way you do that is you go into Warrior Plus, right? Because eventually we're going to be selling our product on Warrior Plus, and we're going to be getting affiliates involved, and that's how we're going to be building our list and making our money. So the first thing you need to do, we're also going to be doing this on the Warrior Forum to start off with, to start building our list and get our foot in the door. So as you can see, this is my thread on the Warrior Forum, and I've cropped it because it's a bit different when you're actually putting it in a forum format. So I've made this applicable to a forum format, and I've managed to put it in there, and I'll show you how to do that later on. But first of all, we need to find a sales page that we can clone. Right, so we go over to Warrior Plus, you click on affiliates, and then you go to offers, okay, and then you'll be taken to a page like this. Now the stats that we need to be looking at here to make sure that we're onto a winner, a good sales page, excuse me, first of all is the amount of sales that it's made. So as you can see, this one is 3,000 plus sales, 500 plus sales, 1,000 plus sales, etc., right? And apart from that, well, we're going to be looking at something that has kind of 200 plus sales to make sure that it's not completely crap, and it is converting, and it's had a lot of traffic thrown at it, so we can make sure that the conversion rate is accurate, and that's the next stat that we need to look at here, conversion rate. So we need to see what kind of percentage conversion rate these are making. Now a conversion rate is basically the percentage of people that actually visit that page compared with the percentage of people that actually buy because of that sales page, and then it comes up with this figure here. So 17% of the people who actually visit this page actually bought it, so that's a pretty good conversion rate. This one isn't too good, but it's still pretty good. I mean, anything above kind of 5% is decent, all right? Anything above 10% is brilliant. Anything above 15% is amazing. Okay, so we're just going to scroll through these stats here. and check out some of the statistics to base our cloning on. This one looks alright, 250 plus, 14%. This one looks really good, 2000 plus at 16%. This one looks okay, but I'm just gonna scroll down. Crazy, he's had 10,000 plus on that one. Let's actually check this sales page out and see what it looks like. Okay, so if you didn't see what I just did, then sorry, I should explain it a bit better. You just hover over here on the link, you right click and go to open in a new tab. It'll bring you to this page, and then you click on view sales page. Okay, so just click on that, it'll open in a new tab. And let's see what this looks like.
Hey guys, it's Glenn here, and welcome to the $500 CPA Everyday course. Now,
doesn't look too bad. It's probably had a lot of sales because it's at 0. He's giving it away for free to generate some subscribers, but it does look decent. It doesn't look that kind of modern, I guess. Doesn't look very 2017. But still, obviously it's worked well for him, so this is something that we could clone. It looks pretty simple. The reason why I cloned this page is just because I just fell in love with the layout, and it was really kind of slick and 2017-ish. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to show you the exact page that I used, which is called Refueler. I think it's somewhere down here. Here we go, Refueler. So 1,000 plus sales, 13% conversion rate, which is good enough for me. And I just basically chose it because I like the layout. So right click, open in a new tab, view sales page. And what we're going to do now is you're going to need to download a software, free software called HTT Rack. Okay. So just go over to Google and click on, and just do a search for HTT Rack. HTT Rack. Here we go. So it's a website copier basically. You just download it, you click on here, download it in Windows or Mac or whatever platform you're using, right? And then the download will look like this. Okay, so the next thing you do, obviously click next. Project name, let's just make it sales page demo. And the folder that we're going to be saving it in, obviously it's going to be different on your computer, but I'm just going to save it in this folder, which is content and training. Okay, click next. And then you need the URL of the website. So we're going to go back to the sales page. In this case, it's Refueler. Okay, just highlight that, Control C, copy it, go back to HTT Rack and paste it in there. And that's all you need to do. Okay, don't worry about anything else. Click on next. Don't worry about all this jargon. Click on finish, and it's going to start ripping the sales page. And what this does is it takes all the HTML formatting, it takes all the images, the videos, the what's it called? Can't remember it, but it's for the formatting. It's for the formatting files. It takes all of that and it puts it into a folder on your computer, and then eventually, after we've finished editing it, we're gonna upload it to our website, which is the next thing that I will need to talk to you about. If you don't already have a website, then go out there and buy a domain name and a hosting. Okay, there's plenty of places you can buy this from, and there's plenty of videos on YouTube to tell you how to set this up. But basically, once you got it set up, you would go to your web hosting. I personally use GoDaddy, but you can use whichever. Somebody's just going off to work on the motorbike. You can use whatever web hosting company you want, as long as it has excuse me, as long as it has a cPanel. So for this, I'm just going to be using this one, which is one of my websites. I use it for landing pages. It's online-lifestyle.org. So I'm just going to go to manage. It's going to bring up my cPanel. Now let's just check how HTTP Rack's going. Okay, we've still got a bit of a way to go, so we'll leave that doing its thing in the background. And we're going to go over to cPanel of my website. Now, I already have a domain name hosted on here, but I'm going to set up a new website on this hosting, and you can do that if you have deluxe hosting. Basically, any hosting plan that you have that allows you to have more than one domain or more than one website hosted on there. I always go for those deluxe packs because it just makes sense. It's pretty, and it's only like $1 or $2 more expensive than the basic one, which only allows you to have one domain name on there. So anyway, let's get into it. You would go over to FTP Connections, I think it is, and you're just going to set up a new domain name on here. No, it's not FTP Connections. Sorry about that. It's FTP Accounts. Here we go. So FTP Accounts, your cPanel may look a little bit different, but it'll definitely have all of these options. So you go to the one that says FTP Accounts, and if you've just bought a new domain name, then you will be adding it to your hosting now. Okay, now for me, I need to see how many domains I've got left that aren't in use that I can actually use for this demonstration right now. So domains, okay, I've got 37 to choose from. Okay, I'm just going to go with this one, bamboovoodoo.com. Okay, obviously you want to have a domain name that's congruent with the product that you're selling. So like my sales page that I made already, I got the domain name launch-jacking.com because my product was all about launch jacking. But for now, just going to go with this Bamboo Voodoo one that I bought randomly. So FTP account. Sorry, before we do this backtrack, we need to actually add the domain. I think we do this through, here we go, add on domain. Yes, so you first of all you go to add on domains, and we need to link up this domain name with this account. So let me just paste that in. There's no subdomain or anything. So create an FTP associated with this domain. Yes, that's very important. So tick on there. And then you're going to make your username. So I'm just going to make a password here. Alright. So it doesn't match. Try that again. Okay. Okay, that sound there was my HTTP rack. I think it's finished doing its thing, but it doesn't matter because we're gonna get onto that in a minute. So, okay, we've got the FTP username and the password here. This is very important that you take a note of this stuff because you're gonna need it later on. Okay, so I'm just going to copy this actually across to a notepad so I don't forget. Okay, add the domain, and it's automatically going to create. Okay, the thing that I said about hosting before. Turns out this hosting only allows me to have one domain, which is going against everything that I just told you before. But there you go. So I need to choose a different web hosting account. Deluxe, alright, this is the one. So we're just going to open this up and do the same thing that I just did before. Okay, HTTP rack has finished doing its thing. Let's browse the mirrored site just to make sure that everything's okay. This will open up in a new window. And as you can see, this isn't a web page, okay? This is actually coming directly from the file that I saved it in. So that's saved nicely, and we're going to go in and edit this in just a minute after we've finished doing our thing here in our cPanel. So go to add on domains. We're going to add that domain here, .com, right? We're going to create an FTP account, so that can be the username, password. There we go. Right. Add the domain. and this is going to link it up to the hosting that I already have. Okay, if you'd like to manage the files for this domain, you can do so in the file manager. Okay, don't need to do that. Just go to home. And we're just going to check, make sure that the FTP account has been set up correctly. So we'll just go there. And there it is. Okay, awesome. So we're going to come back to this a bit later on. Now, the next thing that we need to do is we need to use a HTML tool, editing tool. I use Dreamweaver, but Dreamweaver is actually pretty expensive. So if you use a different HTML editing tool, then fine, it'll do the same thing. Or if you can get one from, if you can try and find a free one on Google, then that's even better because it's going to save you a lot of money. I just use Dreamweaver because I have done since about 10 years ago when I used to make a lot of websites, and I still got the software. Let me have a look. HTML editor free. I'm pretty sure there will be some free ones online. Of course there is. There wasn't 10 years ago, that's for sure, but I'm pretty sure now there is. But you need to get one that gives you kind of an active view of what's going on. But I'll leave that up to you to find one. But if you want to use Dreamweaver, that's fine, but it is pretty pricey, so it's totally up to you. But you do need to have an HTML editor for this. Otherwise, you won't be able to edit the sales page, and you're going to have to pay somebody to do it, which is going to cost a lot of freaking money. And I'm all about trying to save you some money, so it might even be worth investing in Dreamweaver just for this. But try and find an alternative if you can, because it is pretty pricey. How are we doing for time? Don't know. But it might be quite a long video, this one, but I do promise to deliver the goods to you, and it's definitely going to save you a heck of a lot of money for either paying. It's going to save you a heck of a lot of video to get a professional sales page dude to actually make a sales page for you. Now, on that topic, okay, you need to know what you're going to be writing in your sales page. So what I did for my sales page is I went over to Fiverr and I did a search on, let me just try and find the exact gig that I got. Basically, we're going to be looking for a copywriter who can do the wording of our sales page for us, because I don't know about you, but I have a real issue with writing. I'm really crap at writing. I much prefer making videos. I much prefer doing graphics, and I just find writing to be an absolute pain in the ass. So this is what I got. Okay, this is the gig that I ordered. It cost me, I think it was more than $16, because I went for the 1,000 word. Let me just check it out here. I went for the 1,000 word one. I mean, his $5 package is just for 250 words, and that's really not enough. So I went for his $1,000 package, which I think is the premium one. Yeah, there we go. So it cost me $15. Okay, it wasn't brilliant. The wording wasn't brilliant. I kind of went through and I edited it, but it definitely gave me a foundation. So the information that he wanted, kind of describe the product that you want the copy for. So I told him it's a product that I wanted to put on Warrior Plus and JVZoo. I told him about the front end offer, and I had 2 OTOs, and he got back with me. I gave him the links to my front end copy so he could check it out, target audience and all the rest of it. We chatted for a while. You know, he asked me if it was an ebook or a video course. Obviously it was a video course, and then the price, and basically within a couple of days he got back to me with the sales copy, which is in a Word format, and here it is. So it was all right. I mean, it was decent. It gave me the foundation. I just went through and edited it and kind of spiced it up a bit. It took me literally 15 minutes to go through it and change it. It would have taken me hours to actually do it from scratch. So you need to have this ready because we're going to be using this in our sales page. Okay, and the next thing you need to do is record a sales video which is going to go on your sales page, like this one here. It's only a 3-minute video, and in this I just talked about the struggles that I personally had online in the past and how nothing seemed to work for me before until I came across this particular method, which is easy to set up. It uses 100% free traffic, and it's got me making upwards of $100 per day using this method. So I basically just spent 3 minutes, just went through that, and that's it. I uploaded the video to YouTube, I copied the URL, and I put it into the sales page, which I'm going to show you how to do now. So back over to Dreamweaver, just close that down and go to File. We're going to be starting a new project, so new document, and just create a new one. Okay. So we go into here and we would import, actually, where is it? Okay, files, top left, go to the file, just navigate to the file where you saved your HTTP rack file before, which for me it was in here, content and training, sales page demo. Was it? Yeah. So you would go to salespage.refueler.co, which is, you just double check it on the Refueler page. Right, the actual sales page is /TSW -2. So let's see if we can navigate and find that actual sales page. Here we go, TSW/2. So let's open that, and there we have the index file. So just double click on that and it should load up everything. There we go. Now you need to put this into live view if you're using Dreamweaver. Sorry, no, let's go back to split view. So half the page we have the actual, we can actually view it there, and then the other half of the page is going to be down here where we can edit the code. Now the first thing we need to do is change the wording. So let's go over to our Word document and let me just see what I did in my sales page. So there we go. More than 90% of new affiliate marketers give up on their dreams, blah 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 blah, which is this part of the text here. So we're just going to copy that and we're going to paste it into a note file. The reason why we do that is because it strips all of the formatting out of the text, so we just have the raw text right here, and it's not going to mess up our Dreamweaver page here when we insert it. So just go to the top bit here. Let's find out by highlighting over the code where it actually is down here. Now some of this already has formatting in it, as you can see in the orange bit, so we want to keep that bit as it is. So we're just going to be dealing with this first part of text here. So let's just copy. Now we want this 90% of new affiliate marketers. We want that to be highlighted in orange. So let's just copy this more than first. Let's go down to the text, and if you can see from here, the formatted part is where it says targeted free traffic, which is this part here. So before this part we have this bit of code here which is instructing it to put it into orange. So you can see color, which is this color, right? So before that bit of code we need to paste in our text. So just paste that in, and then you can see it's changed it. Now the next bit, 90% of new affiliate marketers, this is the bit that we want to be in color. So we would go past, again down in the code bit down here, we need to find the color bit, which is targeted free traffic, and we're going to change that to the 90% of affiliate marketers. Right, as you can see, it's changed. Okay, then we go on to the next part, and let's just paste all of this in, and then we can edit it later on to your offers. Okay, we got a break in there, so passively question mark is the last bit of text, so let's just paste it all in here. Now that actually looks pretty good. Now give up, let's just copy that give up bit, but let's cut it and then let's put it here where it says to your, okay, because this is actually before the first paragraph goes down. So let's put it in there, and it shouldn't be give up their dreams. Oh yeah, it should be. Okay, let's just get rid of that part and let's see how this looks. Okay, so that looks alright. Now what if you want to change the colour from orange to, in my case, blue? Right, well, you would go into Dreamweaver and you would find out what colour this actually is. Okay, at the moment it's FF6600. Now how do you find out this actual colour here? Well, we need to go to Mother Google and ask her. Now these, I think they're called hex codes. Let's just try it and see if we can get the same hex codes. And another thing that I found was, there we go, you can actually find some good color schemes. Alright, this is what I did when I was making this sales page, and why I decided to make it blue is because, well, I just like the color scheme, but I found that out by typing into Google color combinations, I think. Nations, hex codes. Let's just see. Right, let's just click on this one. 21 color palette tools for web designers. Okay, and what this does, I think if it's the same, no, it's not the same site. The one that I found, it gave me like different matches, like orange with black or blue with black, and it gave me the codes as well. So color combinations. Let's just put that in and see what happens. Let's see what this looks like. Just look for something that goes together pretty nicely with black. I think this is just some spiel. You'll have to excuse the racket going on outside. It's kind of a time of the day when the mosques go off for prayer, so that's what you can hear in the background. Okay, this page looks alright. Okay, it's taking kind of natural colours and then giving us the codes here. So let's find something that goes well with black. Fresh and energetic. This might be pretty good. Let's just take this sky blue color here. Okay, so 4C B5 F5, 4C B5 F5, 4C B5 F5. There you go. So it's changed it to this blue color. So we need to remember this code. Okay, so again, we're gonna copy this and put it into our notepad just below here, so we can remember it. We can paste it in later. So the next part, we're going to be dealing with our headline. So let's go back to our headline here. Let's just make sure that I got the same one going on here. You're about to discover 30-minute system, blah, 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 commissions. Okay. No. I think I actually made this up off the top of my head. Is it in here anywhere? No. Alright, so I made that headline up, I think, off the top of my head. You're about to discover a 30-minute system that will flood your affiliate account with daily red hot commissions. Let's just see if I got inspired by the refueler page. Yes. You're about to discover a 17-minute system. Right, pretty much the same, but I changed a few of the words around. Okay, so again, that's what you might want to do on your page here. And again, go in there and change the code here. So it's blue, right? And then you would need to put in your, what's it called? Your video. Now, how did I do this before? I think it's just down here. Basically, you're going to search for something that has YouTube. Here we go. So YouTube embed, blah, 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 autoplay. So we're just going to be bothered with this part of the video. Now if we just go over to YouTube, I'll try to find a video that we can use, and I'll show you which part of the URL that you're going to need to copy and paste in there. So if I go to my channel and try to find that particular video, down here somewhere, just sales video or something like that. I think it's actually unpublished. So I just go to Creator Studio, because I didn't make the video public because it's specifically for a sales page, so it's a bit useless if I make it public. So I just go to Creator Studio and then go to Video Manager, and then I'll be able to see all of my videos that have ever been uploaded ever. So let me just find it in here. Sales video 2. Is that the one? No, it's called Launch Jacker. Anyway, I don't there we go. There it is. There it is. Okay, so just gonna click on there, and we'll be able to view it. Let's just click on it and get the full video here.
Thank you for visiting this page.
So what we're looking for is this bit of code here. So FSHU blah 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 blah. This bit with the question mark. FSU. So let's just go back to YouTube and see if we can get that. Now it's going to be this part here. So we're just going to copy that, literally just replace it with the question mark at the end, and hopefully this is going to be our video in here. But we're not going to know that until we actually upload it, but I'm pretty sure it is. Now the same thing you're going to need to do for the images. So you just hover over the image and find out where this is stored. So it's stored in WP Content Uploads 2017-06 traffic1.jpg. So let's just go to our file where we ripped this sales page to, and we're going to basically just go and replace that image. Okay, so I saved it in here. WP Content Uploads. So it's actually in here, sales page refueler, because it's in TSW2. Okay, so that's the actual sales page there. And it's in WP Content, which is this one. And then Uploads, which is this one. And 2017, which is this one. And then number 6, which is this one. See, so it's number 6 there. And this is the one, traffic1.jpg. So we need to check out how big it is. It's 499 by 333. So we need to make an image that is that size in order to make it come up properly. So we're going to do that by going to Photoshop, or what I use is Macromedia Fireworks. It's basically a graphics software Now you don't need to have what's it called? You don't need to have I forgot the name. You don't need to have Photoshop because it is quite expensive if you're going to buy it. You can find cheaper options on there. You just need to type into Google. The phone going off. You just need to type into Google graphic software or cheaper alternative to Photoshop or something like that. It's all going to do the same thing. Image editor, image editing software, graphic design software, blah 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 blah. Just go onto Google and find one. So okay, fireworks file, and the size was, where did we find out the size before? Here. Just click on here. It's 499 by 333. Okay, so let's go back over here. Computer's a bit slow. 499 by 333. Right, and then we're just gonna. You can either find a different image on Google Images and then crop it later on. The image that I actually used here was some income proof. But this sales page is all about traffic, so obviously it's got a traffic image in there. But this part of my sales page was all about a step-by-step formula that works over and over again every time. So let's just do a quick search on Google for step by step, because we could probably use this kind of graphic on our sales page. So go to images. This one might be alright. Remember, we're going to have to crop it to make it the same size. This one might be alright. This one looks okay. Right, there's nothing that looks really that good. So let's just go to something like footprints. Look for a footprint image. This one is perfect. Okay, so let's get this one and let's save it. Right click, save image as, and we're going to save it inside our just going to save it inside here, content and training. I'll just save it there. Right, and then we go over to our graphics software, image editing software, import it into here. Let's just find the file. This is the one. Open that up. Bang, just put that in there. Just arrange it to make it look pretty nice. And we're going to save this as, let's just make sure that it's either a JPEG or yes, it's a JPG. So we're going to save this as a JPEG. Make sure we got the right file. Okay, I'm actually going into the file of the sales page that we ripped, because it needs to be, we're just going to be replacing that image. So it was WP content upload 2017-6, and it's a JPEG, and it's this one, traffic one. So we just click on there, it's going to rename it to traffic one, and we're going to replace the image. Alright, so we've done that now. And hopefully, didn't work. Okay, but hopefully that will actually come up and replace it like live. Let's just make sure it's not actually located in a different folder, which it could be. In which case we're going to have to do that. But no, I don't think it is. WP content. Or is it in here? Yes, I think no. Okay, it's in here, uploads 2017-6, and it's there, traffic 1. Hopefully this will update like later on after we've saved it and then reopened it. Hopefully that will actually work. But for now, let's just plug on press on, whatever. So again, you're going to have to copy your text from this part. For example, this one. Copy it into the notepad. And then it's going to strip the formatting so we get that. And then we're going to be replacing. Let's just replace this bit here. Okay. Now, as you can see, some of this writing is bold here. Some of this writing has been formatted in a different color. So make sure that you take a note of how the actual code works in here. So for bold, you need to put these brackets here, making money online. So you got strong in diagonal brackets, and then at the end of that you have a / and strong, and that kind of ends that bit. So I'm just gonna replace all of this text, right, and then I'll go through the formatting bits with you. So wait, flow in, that's the last part. Flow in. So let's just replace all of this text here, right? And then we need to find which bits we're going to bold, and then which bits we're going to change the color of. So then don't just sit there waiting for sales to happen. Let's just put that bit in bold. So you just make the diagonal bracket, strong, and then close the diagonal bracket, waiting for sales to happen on their own. Okay, that's the end of the bolding bit. So again, diagonal brackets, / strong, close the diagonal brackets, and now that should be it should be bold. But it's not. Okay, let's see if that's actually refreshed it. Here we go. Waiting for sale to happen on their own. Obviously I didn't close this properly because it's got that bit there. There we go, get rid of that. That should sort it out. Okay, let it reload. And I'm just really kind of skimming through this. Obviously you need to take some time and change the colours and stuff like that. Okay, got the wrong bit there. / that bit, and then get rid of that bit. That should be better. Okay. Right, you can see the footprint picture changed as well, and that looks pretty cool. This has been waiting for sales to happen on their own. Strong. That's why. Okay, let's just refresh that. Okay, so you see, wait for sales to happen on their own, and earn affiliate commissions today. Okay, let's just make this bit orange just for the sake of it. So let's find a bit of code that has orange before. Sometimes incredible results. Sometimes incredible results. So this bit of code here, we're just going to copy this, and then there's going to be a closing bit as well, which results, incredible results, span. Okay, so this is a span command. So we're going to change this to earn affiliate commissions today. Earn affiliate commissions today. So we're going to put this code in here. And then we are going to put the closing code in after this. So it's going to be / span. Okay, and we're going to close that one. Okay, let's see if that has actually worked. There we go. Earn affiliate commissions today is now in orange. We just need to change that over to the blue code. Where is it? Earn efficient. There we go. Just gonna paste that in there, and that should turn blue when we refresh it. Excellent. Right, the next bit that I want to talk to you about is actually putting your buy button in there. Now, obviously, you're gonna have to have a buy button first from Warrior Plus, but this is something that you can then go in and edit later on after you've actually hosted, after you've finished this sales page. Okay, I know it sounds a bit back to front, but you need to put your sales page onto Warrior Plus first before you'll be able to get the HTML code for your buy button. And in another video, I'm going to show you how to set all of this up on Warrior Plus. But for now, I'm just going to quickly show you how to do it, just in case I forget to do this later on or whatever. So this is going to be the image code here. If you see what I just did then, I clicked on the button that they've got on their sales page that's on there right now. You click on there and then you look down in the code bit, and then this bit of code here is the one that you will need to replace. Okay, this is actually the image code for this. So depending on what kind of colors, you'll be able to choose your color schemes and stuff later on in Warrior Plus, your button colors and stuff. This will be the image for the button color, and this will be the actual image to receive your payment. So you're going to have to copy and paste your own your own Warrior Plus button in here. Otherwise, the sales are going to be going to somebody else, which is not what you want. So there you have it. And there's other stuff you can do, like the backgrounds. Okay, so for example, this background here, if you want to change, let's just look at a different one, because I think I had problems changing that particular background before. For example, this background here, it's orange, okay, because it's kind of congruent with their orange and black sales page, but our sales page is blue and black. So this orange bit here, we need to change this to blue. So if you just highlight on this orange bit, and then you look on the right down here. Now, doesn't seem to have changed it. Right, sorry, I can't remember how I did it. But if you actually get this far, then let me know if you really want to find out how to do this, or if you can find out how to do it, leave a comment below and let us know how you can do it. But I remember I did have difficulties with this, as you can see on my actual sales page. You see, there you go, it's that orange section in there, and this orange section as well. So obviously I never actually managed to figure it out. So, but that's basically it. Now the next section, you are gonna have to find out how to make a good looking product mock-up, okay, because a lot of these product mock-ups are pretty crap, and I find that this is one thing that helps to convert people into buyers. Now, I managed to make this on my own, again, using Photoshop, and this is something that you can do if you have Photoshop or a different graphic design software. So how you go about doing this is you just do a search on Google for product mockup Photoshop or something like that. This is one website that I use quite often. It's called Graphic Burger, graphicburger.com. And then you just click on mockups, and it'll give you all of these different mockups. You can have mockups for helmets, phone cases, stamps, clothes, there's bags, there's business cards, there's everything you could ever really think of, computer designs. So the one that I actually used, I think, was called, it's on free pick, so freepik.com, and then it's called Softwarebox PSD Mockup. So you just download this file, it's free to download, and then all you do is you open it up in your Photoshop, which I will do now. So you go to Photoshop. Okay, you'd open that up, and then you just grab some random graphics from the internet. I think I did a search for millionaire smoking a cigar, and then I got this graphic, and then I just made up the rest of this stuff based upon the product that these guys had professionally made. So these kind of icons here, the way it was laid out, and it's ended up looking pretty similar, but obviously with my color scheme going on there with the blue. So that's all I did. Just go to Photoshop. You would download that free software here. Okay, just wait for this to load up, and then I'll quickly show you how to do that. But when you've finished your when you've actually finished editing your sales page in full, you know, you've replaced all the writing, you've replaced the images, you've replaced the video, you've got your product in there and stuff like that. You need to save it, right? And then the next thing you would need to do is upload it to your website using FTP. FTP means File Transfer Protocol, and you can use a free software called, let me just find it, FileZilla, FileZilla. Okay, and what this will do, it will just transfer all of your image files and everything directly onto your website, so you don't have to worry about anything. And for the purpose of this demo, because I haven't actually finished making the sales page in Dreamweaver, I'm just gonna upload what I've made so far, what we've made together in this tutorial, so you'll be able to see some of these changes and see that it actually works. So I'm just going to save this. Okay, I'm going to exit out of it. I'm going to quickly do this Photoshop that I had before, mockup. So you would download the file from that free mockup website. You'd open it in Photoshop, which is what I'm going to do now, and I'll show you what else needs to be done when this finishes loading up. If you've made it this far in the video, congratulations, you are going to make it in online marketing. You're going to make a lot of money because you're obviously an action taker and you don't give up easily. I know this video is pretty long, but this is all the stuff that I've learned, and it's going to help you out when it comes to making a sales video, and you're not going to have to pay anybody to do it if you understand how to do this stuff. It does take a bit of a while to learn, but I've given you a total head start. So what I did here, first of all, is I got these images. Okay, this is obviously a JPEG that I've saved. I'll see if I can find the originals that I made before, because I obviously saved it into a JPEG and just put it in there. So I was experimenting. Let me go to product, sales videos. Okay, I saved everything in here, sales page. So this is the mock-up that I made in the PNG file. Obviously it's still got the orange colors and stuff there, as you can see, and I changed all of those in Photoshop and then ended up making it into, okay, here you go, here's the dude. Here's the original image that I got off Google, and I just darkened it a little bit, and then I put the text in there. I changed the color here to match the exact same color code that we used on the sales page, and I made these icons using squares and blocks and stuff like that, and I ripped this image from Google Images. It's just a satisfaction guarantee label in a PNG format, which means it has no background, and I just shrunk it and put it on there. Now the actual box design, I don't think it's this actual file. Let's see if I can find it in here. Yes, this is the one, freegraphicdesign.net PSD. Okay, so this is the actual raw file. Just open it up now. Here we go. So what you actually do here is you click on these different elements. I think there's like 3 different elements involved in this mock-up. You have the main front page of the product. and then you have the back of the book, which is this area here. Oops, just moved it. You have this area here, and then you have the DVD bit down there. Now these are all in files over here, and they say replace on them. So this is the DVD part. So if I just double click on there, where is it? This double click on here, just click OK. It's going to bring up this DVD part again. I just put the image in there, and then did a crop, a circle crop around it, so it removed the background. Another circle crop in the middle, and then put these images and stuff in, and then saved it. And then again with the, let's just see what this bit is, with the front page there, and then that ended up putting it in there nicely. And then you have the sleeve, the back bit, which is this part. So just double click on there, OK, and then you can just edit it. So I put the writing in there, I put the blue band and the yellow band at the bottom, my name. I got a fake barcode image from, I got a barcode image from Google and just slapped that in there. And then I saved it, and then you just close these parts here, and then it will take you, it will show you how it looks. And then once you've done that, you would just save it as a JPEG. So save it as a JPEG, and then you just replace the image inside the sales page like I showed you how to do before with the other images. That's it. That is it. Okay, now when it comes to uploading your sales page to your website, you're going to be using FileZilla. After you've downloaded it and opened it, it's going to look like this. So the things that you need are your credentials to upload it, and that's your host, username, password, and port. Okay, so how we get these credentials by going to our cPanel. Let me just close a few of these windows down because they're making it a bit slow. So you just go to your cPanel, right? You click on Home, okay, and we will be wanting to bring up this page here, which is FTP accounts. Just make sure the video is still rolling. Yes, it is. So you bring up your home page of your cPanel in your hosting, and you would click on something that says FTP accounts. Okay, click on there, and then scroll down, and you're gonna see the FTP account that we just made up for our new domain where we're going to be hosting this sales page. In my case, it's bamboovoodoo.com. What you need to do is click on the right where it says configure FTP client, and we're using FileZilla, so you would just download the configuration file, okay, and then this is going to be in our downloads folder, I think. Yep, so just close that for the moment. So then once you've downloaded that configuration file, you go back over to FileZilla, you go to File, you go to Site Manager, and then you would go to, sorry, that's wrong. You just go to File, go to Import, and then you would go to you'd navigate to your Downloads folder, which I think is in here, Downloads, and then you'd find it's called FTP Bamboo Voodoo file, FTP Bamboo Voodoo, there we go. Click on that, open that. The selected file contains importable data, yes, okay. Click on there, okay, it's been imported. Then you would go to your site manager, and then you would find the Bamboo Voodoo. Okay, I think it was hosted on the same site, on the same hosting as Wi-Fi 123 info. So there we go. Just click on there, and then the password, which you should be able to remember. Just click on there. It's going to prompt us for the password, and then click OK, and it's going to hopefully connect remotely with our hosting site. So we're just going to be uploading the files from now on. Fingers crossed. Alright, so I haven't actually managed to get my FTP FileZilla working properly. I don't know what the problem is, but anyway, this is just an example of one of my other sites that I did manage to connect to. Now, this is the actual site where I got my, where I made this site, okay? So this is the FTP for it here. Now, I put my, you just go to the main file here, and then you're going to be putting your index file in there, which is index.php. Now you can find this by going to the file where you ripped everything, clicking on the main page here, navigating to the sales page, which was inside this tsw/2 folder. That would be the index folder here. So you would simply upload that index HTML, okay? And then the other folders, obviously you need to upload the WP content and the WP includes onto here as well, which are here because they contain the images. All right, the rest of it you don't really need to bother with. So that's pretty much it. You can also do this inside your cPanel if you're really confused. You just go to the top, you go to something that says File Manager. Okay, and I'll try and do this right now. So you go inside the Bamboo Voodoo folder or whatever domain you have there, and then you just click on upload, and we are going to be uploading those exact files. So let's just go to the sales page, and we need to upload the index folder first. Okay, so that is uploading right now. Excuse me. And we need to make it, okay, it's read-only, good. The next file we need to upload here is if you can get it working via FTP, obviously that is going to be a lot better, because I don't really like using these the file manager in the cPanel, because it takes absolutely ages. You can't upload a file at a time, so that's why I don't like using it. Content uploads. So basically you'd have to make a separate file. So you just try to do it via HTTP. Try to do it via FileZilla if you can, because all you need to do is just upload the index file, and then just upload this whole content and all of it. You just select it, right? you just select the file, and then right click it and then upload, and it'll upload it all to your server like really quickly and efficiently. And that is it. Okay, so you've learned how to, first of all, rip the sales page. You found out how to find a high converting sales page first of all, and then you found out how to rip somebody else's sales page. You found out how to get your sales copy written for you by some dude on Fiverr. You found out how to edit the sales copy and change the color schemes, how to bold stuff, how to insert a video, how to change backgrounds and stuff like that, using Dreamweaver. And then once you've done that, you've learned how to make a mock-up product casing using Photoshop. You've learned how to change the images and stuff, and then you've learned how to upload it to your website. The next thing that you need to do after that is you need to make a screenshot of your website, which you're going to be putting inside of the Warrior Forum. So to do that, just do a quick Google search for web page to JPG, and then I think it's this one that I used. So web capture.net, web capture.net, and then you would just paste in the URL of the web page that you want to capture into a JPEG. Just paste it in there, choose a JPEG image, and then click on capture web page. Now, whilst this is loading up, I'm just gonna load up my blog, because we need to crop this image into different sections, and then we're going to upload it onto our blog so that we can put it onto the Warrior Forum. So just gonna log in here. I'll just close some of these pages down because we don't need them. Yep. Okay. And we go to media and then add new. Okay, because we're gonna be uploading these. We're gonna be uploading these images after we've finished cropping it. So in the meantime, let's just be efficient here and make a separate folder for our sales page. So it's inside here. Make a new folder called sales page JPEGs. Okay. Now this is already done. So we just download it and show in folder. Just going to cut that, and then I could have put it into this JPEGs folder here. Okay, I can close this down because I don't need that anymore. And then I just go over to my graphic software, open that up, and we're just going to import this. We're going to import this sales page. It's going to be really, really long. It's going to be a really long, thin image. We need to break it down into parts. So we have a header here, and then we can insert our video, and then we can insert another piece of the JPEG. And then under that we can insert the buttons, and then another part, and then the buttons, and then it'll all fit together nicely. So let's just find out how big the image is. Okay, it's 1280 by 13353, which I think is too big for my graphic software, but we'll be able to do it in parts. So yeah. What was it? 1280 by 13353. 1280 by 13353. Don't think it's actually going to let me do it that long, but never mind. Like I said, we'll break it down into different parts. Just close that. And it appears my webcam has died, so just bear with me. We're nearly done anyway. Okay, so we're just going to import this. From the folder that we saved it in. Content, training, sales page demo, sales page JPEG, where are you? There we go. Just going to import this, and it'll probably cut it off, as you can see down there. But that's alright, because we're only bothered about this top bit here. So let's just line that up, and then we're going to crop the rest of it out. So this is the only part that we're bothered about. Let's just grab this. Okay. Save this as a JPEG. The right folder. And we're going to call this 1 because it's the first part of our sales page. Okay, now let's just go back and then we're going to move the sales page up a bit, so it's going to get rid of that cropped bit at the top and the video bit, because that's going to go in separately, as you'll see later on. Now we just need this part here. Let's line it up and see how far it goes down. So try to make it there so it cuts off. Right. Okay, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to okay, click on here, cut it, so Control and X. Just going to make the canvas a little bit shorter. So let's make it like 5,880. It's 20 pixels less. Let's paste it in. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, we still got the top bit, and then when we go down to the bottom, it's just there. So this is all right for number 2. So save as JPEG, and it's going to be number 2. Okay, I think I didn't save that first one as a JPEG, so let me go back. Okay, I'm going to have to do that bit again. Just line that up, crop it to there, crop it to the top, and save this as JPEG number 1. JPEG 1. Okay, and you do this basically for the rest of the sales page. So we were down to, let's just check it out. We were down to, okay, just below this guy with the binocular notes. So we're going to start from that bit here. So the guy with the binocular notes, we're going to start from here, okay, because the guy with the binocular notes is there. So we're going to start from there. Let's see if it goes all the way down to the bottom. Not quite, but we probably need to make this a bit smaller as well, because we're going to have to cut it up so that we can fit in the buttons and stuff. So okay, below the binocular dude we can put the first price button, and then the rest of it we can just make another small crop like this kind of size, and we can put another button, and then we can finish off with the bottom bit. So let's just do that now. So this one is going to be a small size. Let's just crop it there, and save this bit as number 3. Okay, let's go back, and let's put this bit in as number 4. So I just crop this here. Okay, crop that out. Oops. Let's try again. Crop that to there. Okay, this bit can be number 4. Then the next bit. Okay, I think you get the idea. So you're just cropping bits out. You're cropping into sections. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's just grab these, and we're gonna copy them. We're gonna upload them to the media section of our blog. So then we can have them online as images online, and then we can paste them into the Warrior Forum later on. So we have we got the images here that are done. We just copy them over to our blog. Okay, they're taking a while to upload, so I'm just going to show you the ones that I made before. So if you just click on your library, and then once you're on the Warrior Forum, you can go to Warrior Special Offers, and you can create your own WSO. And that's what I'm going to show you how to do quickly now. So you're going to put your sales page into the Warrior Forum. Now, if you check out, most of the sales pages on here are pretty crap. Let's just check out a couple of them while we're waiting. You see, they're not brilliant. They're kind of standard Warrior Forum type of sales pages, okay? Now, what I've managed to do, there you can see another one, pretty crap. What I've managed to do with mine is I managed to put my own sales page in there, and it actually looks pretty good. And I've had quite a few sales off this as well. So it's obviously converting pretty well and it's working. You can see in there. So what you do to do this is you go to the Warrior Forum, you go to Warrior Special Offers, and then you would click on create a WSO. Okay, it's going to take you to a page that's similar to this one that I'm bringing up now. So this is the one here. And I'm going to show you how you can insert this sales page. So you're not going to have to type it out or anything like that. So when you first do it, you will be presented with, let me just go back and show you just so you won't get confused. Create a new WSO. Alright. You put your title in there. You would put the file or the website, the web page where you are hosting all of your videos, your training videos for your product. Put in your category, you put in your price. Remember, between $5 to $7 is the best kind of sweet spot. And once you've done all that, once you've integrated it with your autoresponder and all the rest of it, then you would go to publish your offer. Okay, let's just save this. Okay, it's not letting me do it because I haven't put in some good details, but basically you're going to come to a page that's going to look like this. It's just like a blank forum page, okay? And the Warrior Forum, if you don't really know what you're doing, then it's going to look pretty crap. So what you need to do here is insert images, and as you can see here, you have these HTML image tags, okay? This is going back to really kind of basic HTML, which is what we're doing here. So what I've done here is the first image that I've put in here is my image number 1. Remember, we just made all of these images before in here by cropping and stuff like that. Right, well that's what you need to be inserting here. Okay, we already uploaded them to our blog, right? The media section of our blog. You just click on there, and then you would copy the URL here. All right, so this is the first image that we want to put in there. So you would put the HTML tags like this. Okay, it's these kind of square brackets, and then in capitals you would write IMG for image, close the square bracket, close the square brackets, paste in your URL of the image, and then another square bracket, and then it would be /IMG to close that HTML command. That's what you would paste in first, and that will put your image in there. Now the next bit, you need to put in your URL for your sales video which you made on YouTube. So you would just copy the watch URL. Okay, it's different from the regular URL. Let me just show you. So YouTube, I'm just going to do it with any random video here. So when you click on your video, there's two types of URLs, okay? There's the one that you get by clicking on share, and you get this type of URL with u2.be, that kind of URL. And then there's the other one from the main address bar, which is /watch v equals blah 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 blah. That's the URL that you want, the watch URL. So you would grab that, right? You would go over to your forum page and you just paste it in, okay? And it's not going to show up in the preview, okay? It only shows up when your thread is actually live. Okay, so don't worry about that if it's not showing up properly. You just paste it in without these IMG square bracket HTML prompts or anything like that. Okay, you just paste in there just the raw URL. Okay, like that. You just paste it in, and it'll show up later on. And then you do the same for the other images, the rest of your images. Okay, like I showed you before, you have the square brackets, IMG, and then you copy and paste the URL from your blog where you've hosted the images. Okay, one by one in the right order. And then after that, you will get a URL that you need for your button. Okay, you'll be given some buttons on the next page. Let me just see if I can bring this one up. Yes, it is going to work. Okay, you'll be given a page like this where you're going to paste everything in, and then this is the URL down here which you're going to be using for your button. Now I've laid it out. What I've done is I've added. See, this is the same code here. This is the exact same code as your button, but like I said, with the Warrior Forum, it's really it's pretty crappily laid out. So you can just center it, and it'll add this bit of code to the sides of it. So it means your button will show up in the center of the page. So it's going to look pretty nice. And that's it. That is it. Okay. After you've done all of your after you've uploaded all of your images and they're all on there, then you can just go ahead and submit your new thread. It'll take probably around 24 to 48 hours for them to review it and make sure that it's okay and lives up to their kind of policies. They're a bit shit about having income proof on there. I've been done a couple of times by including income proof, and they told me to remove it, so I had to replace some of these images instead of having the actual income proof on there like I do on my sales page here. They wouldn't let me do that, so they removed my thread. So make sure that you don't put any income proof on there or in the title or anything like that. So that concludes it for this video. I know it's been a bit long, but congratulations on making it all this way. You are going to get far, my friend, and I'll see you in the next video tomorrow. So take care. See ya.